Genesis chapter 42, KJV Trivia. Genesis chapter 42, question 1. When Jacob learned that there was corn in Egypt, how many of his sons did he send on the journey to buy corn? A. 3, B. 7, C. 10, D. 14. The correct answer is C, found in Genesis 42 verses 1 through 3. Now when Jacob saw there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, Why do ye look one upon another? And he said, Behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get down thither, and buy us from thence, that we may live and not die. And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt. Genesis chapter 42, question 2. When Jacob learned that there was corn in Egypt, which son did he not send on the journey to buy corn? A. Reuben, B. Levi, C. Benjamin, D. Judah. The correct answer is C. Benjamin, found in Genesis 42, verses 1 through 4. Now when Jacob saw there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, Why do ye look one upon another? And he said, Behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get down thither, and buy us from thence, that we may live and not die. And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt. But Benjamin, Joseph's brother, Jacob sent not with his brethren, for he said, Lest peradventure mischief befall him. Genesis chapter 42, question 3. Who was the governor of the land of Egypt, the one who sold grain to all its people? A. Potiphar, B. Pharaoh, C. Joseph, D. Joshua. The correct answer is C. Joseph, found in Genesis 42, verse 6. And Joseph was the governor over the land, and he it was that sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came, and bowed down themselves before him, with their faces to the earth. Genesis chapter 42, question 4. When Joseph saw his brothers, he asked them where they came from. What land did they say they had come from? A. Goshen, B. Edom, C. Bethel, D. Canaan. The correct answer is D, found in Genesis 42, verse 7. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them. And he spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan, to buy food. Genesis chapter 42, question 5. Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but he made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan, to buy food. Did Joseph's brethren know he was Joseph? A. Yes. B. No. C. Only one brother suspected he was Joseph. D. The scripture doesn't say. The correct answer is B, found in Genesis 42, verses 7 and 8. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan, to buy food. And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew not him. Genesis chapter 42, question 6. Although Joseph recognized his brothers, they did not recognize him. They claimed to be honest men, 12 brethren, the sons of one man, in the land of Canaan. But what did Joseph accuse them of being? A. Thieves. B. Liars. C. Spies. D. Enemies. The correct answer is C, found in Genesis 42, verses 13 and 14. And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is not. And Joseph said unto them, That is it, that I spake unto you, saying, Ye are spies. Genesis chapter 42, question 7. Joseph said he would test his brothers by sending one of them back to get their youngest brother. Where did he keep the rest of them? A. His home. B. Potiphar's home. C. In a well. D. In a prison. The correct answer is D, found in Genesis 42, verses 15 and 16. Hereby ye shall be proved. By the life of Pharaoh ye shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come hither. Send one of you and fetch your brother, and ye shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proved, whether there be any truth in you. Or else, by the life of Pharaoh, surely you are spies. Genesis chapter 42, question 8. While one of his brothers returned home to get Benjamin, how long were the others in prison before Joseph spoke to them? A. 1 day. B. 3 days. C. 7 days. D. 10 days. The correct answer is B, found in Genesis 42, verses 17 and 18. And he put them all together into ward 3 days. And Joseph said unto them the 3rd day, This do, and live, for I fear God. Genesis chapter 42, question 9. Joseph offered to release all but one brother from prison while the others took grain back to their households. They believed they were being punished for selling Joseph into slavery. One of them said, Spake I not unto you, saying, Do not sin against the child, and ye would not hear? Therefore, behold, also his blood is required. Which brother said this? A. Reuben. B. Simeon. C. Levi. D. Judah. The correct answer is A, found in Genesis 42, verses 19 through 22. If ye be true men, let one of your brethren be bound in the house of your prison. Go ye, carry corn for the famine of your houses. But bring your youngest brother unto me, so your words may be verified, and ye shall not die. And they did so. And they said one to another, We are verily guilty concerning our brother, in that we saw the anguish of his soul when he besought us, and we would not hear. Therefore is this distress come upon us. And Reuben answered them, saying, Spake not I unto you, saying, Do not sin against the child? And ye would not hear. Therefore, behold, also his blood is required. Genesis chapter 42, question 10. Which brother remained in prison while the others left Egypt and returned home with the corn? A. Reuben, B. Simeon, C. Levi, D. Judah. The correct answer is B, found in Genesis 42, verses 24 through 26. And he turned himself about from them, and wept, and returned to them again, and communed with them, and took from them Simon, and bound him before their eyes. Then Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn, and to restore every man's money into his sack, and to give them provision for the way, and thus did he unto them. And they laded their asses with corn, and departed thence. Genesis chapter 42, question 11. In addition to filling his brothers' bags with corn, what did Joseph secretly order to be put back in each man's sack? A. Sand, B. Silver, C. Gold, D. Money. The correct answer is D. Money, found in Genesis 42, verses 25 through 28. Then Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn, and to restore every man's money back into his sack, and to give them provision for the way. And thus did he unto them. And they laded their asses with corn, and departed thence. And as one of them opened his sack to give his ass provender in the inn, he espied his money, for behold, it was in his sack's mouth. And he said unto his brethren, My money is restored, and lo, it is even in my sack. And their heart failed them, and they were afraid, saying one to another, What is this that God hath done unto us? Genesis chapter 42, question 12. Which of Jacob's sons told Jacob he would take Benjamin to Egypt and return with him, or you can slay his two sons? A. Reuben, B. Levi, C. Judah, D. Dan. The correct answer is A, found in Genesis 42, verses 36 and 37. And Jacob their father said unto them, Me have ye bereaved of my children. Joseph is not, and Simeon is not, and ye will take Benjamin away. All these things are against me. And Reuben spake unto his father, saying, Slay my two sons, if I bring him not to thee. Deliver him into my hand, and I will bring him to thee again.